Tom, and I have got a round 2 model review for you. And for this review, I actually have a built model of the kit. I bought it off of eBay. I think it was about $50–$60, plus another $25 for the JT Graphics Bird of Prey decals. Round 2 had not re-released this after probably almost 35–40 years off the market. You'd still be paying $90+ US for a copy of this kit. It comes in 2 editions essentially, the collector's tin, which has been standard for a lot of the original repops, and of course a redo of the original box art. So let's pop this box open and see what we get here. Fairly full box. 2 pieces for the main hull, 1 bag for their typical stand. Looks like the plastic for the original stand is included. Another box to finish off part of their stand and the new nacelles and the wings. Probably a very simple instruction sheet, being a very simple model. Some standard round 2 promotional materials and a full box size sheet of decal. Now, the instruction sheets do not get much simpler than this. Step 1, start, finish. There's relatively very few parts to this kit. As with most AMT kits back in the day, this one was fairly inaccurate. It was certainly representational of what was going on. Now, I'm very sure with the original release, the only decals that were included were the bird itself, the wings, the tips, and yeah, the head is part of that itself. You see a few extra parts here. This piece, these 2 right there, and then these 2 here. I'm very sure those were not included simply because the detail wasn't really known back then. It's only in the last few years, through a lot of research, that it's been discovered that it had all these extra stripes on the original studio model. And you can see pretty much where they go right there. So very simple instructions, very vibrant orange decal. Once this goes on the model, if it's gray, that may tone this orange down a lot. This is a very, very simple kit. There's about 19 pieces, 21 if you count the stand. But taking a look at the parts, round 2 did re-engineer a couple ones, and they created a couple out of scratch. This plasma cannon right there never used to exist. That's brand new, as well as the Hemisphere Domes right there for the engines. I mentioned that this is fairly inaccurate, which was common during the day. Alright, so what we are looking at here is the built-up AMT kit. A garage kit mastered by Richard Long, Rel, on some of the hobby forums out there. This is 1/350th scale. Theoretically, this is 1/650th, and here's the whole part. Basically, I wanted to, and this one here by Richard is definitely, you're not going to get too much more accurate than this. The guy is really a top-level pro when it comes to crafting out master garage kits. So here you can see some of the differences in the accuracy. Let me rearrange the lighting here. Right off the bat, you can see that the AMT kit is a bit more squat and not quite as slender as the actual one. There's a double level going on here, which the AMT kit does not have. The bridge itself is a little longer and slenderer. The tail fin, the same. The wings are much stubbier on the actual one as opposed to these, and as you can see, the nacelles are much beefier than those right there. I don't have the actual hemisphere for this kit offhand or handy, nor do I have the plasma gun, but what I will show you Oh, and here's one other thing, is that you can see the slant going on there compared to the straight walls of that one. So it's not too difficult to upgrade this yourself and make it a lot better. Head over to the painting clinic like I mentioned, because you're going to see a phenomenal guide on how to really accuratize this model here if you want to. But really it does build up really nice the way it is. So essentially you could just simply call this a different class of starship that's similar to the Bird of Prey, but not quite. Maybe the Mark 1 compared to the Mark 2, or the Mark 1 versus the Mark 2 here. However you want to call it. I did bring a couple parts out though. And here you can see the ball that used to come with the original kit, and that looks like it's still in here with the original parts as well. And here is the new Hemisphere Dome that they've got going on. Basically, a hemisphere just sits right on top of that, and it's much more accurate and really good looking. Also, you notice, my basic idea was to take one of these, which is the cover that comes on a VGA cable with any standard computer monitor. This is a really good size. It just about fits right in front. This is a little big for the kit here, but this little guy here is what round 2 re-engineered out of scratch. So my idea here was to just take some brass pipe tubes and glue those inside. You can already see that there's 2 circles as kind of markers in there, and it was really good of round 2 to give us this part. Can't speak to its accuracy per se. It looks a little thin and light to me, but essentially it's definitely the flavor, at least as much flavor as this kit has here as is. Alright, so the Romulan Bird of Prey from AMT repopped by round 2 in 2011. It's really nice to see this one. Decals look really sharp, nice vibrant colors. The parts are nice and simple with newly re-engineered and brand new parts from round 2. It comes in the standard cardboard version on the left, and a special tin box edition, which I won't be opening, in the middle there. And of course there's a look at it fully built up on the right. So some nice simple parts. This kit goes together really nice and easy. It's possible to accuratize it. Go and check out the Painting Clinic's YouTube channel, because he is doing a really knockdown awesome job on accuratizing it. Thanks for watching as always. See ya.